Well, it's nice you took her home. Press decline on your phone. Left me crying all alone.
Hey everyone, it's Mikayla. So today I'm going to be filming a video about periods. So this video is going to be about how to reduce period cramping, because we all know when we start getting cramps, it's not fun. So I have multiple notes on my phone about how to reduce period cramping. Therefore, that's what I'm going to be talking about today. All of the tips that I'm giving in this video are ones that I have done myself. Therefore, I know it works. I'm not going to be sharing with you anything that I don't believe works. So, yeah. Before I get into this video, please like and subscribe this video if you want to. I'm not forcing you, not peer pressuring you, but it would really help if you don't forget to do it if you planned on doing it. So, yeah. So a couple of videos back, when I wasn't filming on this camera, I mentioned that I was going to be getting a MacBook on Sunday. Well, today is Sunday and I got my MacBook about 3 days ago. So this video and the last video before this is a video that I edited on iMovie, and I'm in love. I am so in love with my new MacBook. Like, it's amazing. Actually, I'll go get it. So this is my new MacBook. Charlie's on the cover or the front screen because I love him so much. But I got the MacBook Air Silver Edition, even though there's only one color, but that's what I got. It's a 13-inch and I paid around $1,500 for it. That was including the like Apple Care, I think, or something. Like, I'm in love. It's a lot smaller than my last laptop. My last laptop was 15 inches, but this one's 13 inches and I love it so much. I've been playing The Sims 4. Like, on my way to work, I was just sitting in the car playing The Sims 4. I bought a cover from eBay and it's currently in the mail. So that's enough talking from me on that particular topic, or topics that are completely unrelated to this video. So let's get into the video. So the very first tip that I have for reducing period cramps, and that is to take Nurofen. Now this is a quick, like, temporary fix that lasts a couple hours, but if you're like really like in a rut and like you really need to reduce those period cramps, I would definitely recommend Nurofen or ibuprofen or Panadol or paracetamol. Like, they're pretty much all the same thing, and I would definitely recommend that because the pain is just that bad. Sometimes my pain is that bad that I don't, like, Nurofen like doesn't even work. Obviously, if you can avoid taking Nurofen, do it at all costs, and go for the next tips that I'm going to be sharing in this video. The next tip that I have for you is to drink tea of some sort, because they are filled with antioxidants. They are just overall a good product, not to mention that they're really warm, so a warm product is going into your body, it's soothing your body. I would just recommend green tea, black tea, any form of tea I would recommend. Don't have any added sugars in it, like, don't do any of that. If you want, you can add some soy milk, coconut milk, rice milk, whatever you want to do. And I would just recommend tea, because I've noticed that it's really calming, especially chamomile tea, very calming, just relaxes you, like all that stuff. So I would recommend doing that. That isn't a quick fix at all. That's more one that when you start getting period pain, that's what I would recommend. And I also read on multiple studies that it can actually reduce your flow. Same with Nurofen. If you take Nurofen a day before you're going to get it, it can actually reduce how heavy your flow is, and I have done that. However, I would not recommend taking Nurofen if you don't need it at that time. And for me personally, when I took it before I got my period to reduce the flow, it actually made my period go longer. Same with apple cider vinegar. Anything that actually like reduces your flow, I have experienced that it actually makes my period go for longer and it's more painful. So I wouldn't recommend those. The third one is to stay away from coffee, because coffee can actually increase your pain and we do not want that. The fourth one is to have a wheat bag or a heat bag around you. Put it in the microwave. I always put mine in the microwave for 3 minutes and 30 seconds. I had a wheat bag, and just before I went to bed I would have it on my stomach and I'd fall asleep, no pain. Like, wheat bags are literally my favorite thing in the whole entire world. However, it sucks because this is TMI, but honestly we're talking about periods, so it doesn't really matter. I'm currently on my period now. However, my wheat bag broke, like it ripped, and wheat went everywhere in my room. Well, not everywhere, I'm being a bit dramatic, but it did go over my floor and that wheat bag had to be chucked in the bin, and that sucks. However, my period pain hasn't actually been that bad this month for some reason, so But if you have a wheat bag and a heat bag and you don't use it for period pain, I would definitely recommend using it for period pain because it literally is a lifesaver. The fifth tip that I have for you is to have a warm bath or a hot bath, whatever your preference is. And that kind of acts the same as a wheat bag does. It's really warm. It really helps soothe, relaxes you, and just try not to fall asleep because if you fall asleep you could drown. Like, we don't want that. Having a warm bath when you're on your period is amazing. However, if you worry that you're going to bleed in the bath, wear a tampon. But I don't think most people bleed in the bath. I personally don't bleed when I'm in water, like at all, which is kind of weird. I don't bleed while I sleep either. And maybe that's just the gravity. I don't really know. If you don't wear tampons, then maybe have a hot shower. Something warm is going to help soothe your body and your period pain. The sixth one is to exercise, and I have definitely by far experienced how this can reduce your period pain. There's lots of studies done on it, blah blah blah, whatever. We don't care about that stuff. The only problem with the exercise one is that when we're in pain, we don't really want to get up and exercise. Like, that's not really the thing that we want to do. For me personally anyway. But it really does help. So if you can actually like get up and do it, unlike myself, then I would recommend doing it because it does help relieve period pain. Especially like when I'm on my period and I'm doing a game of soccer, I have no pain that whole entire game because I'm running pretty much that whole entire game. So yeah, exercise is a massive one. And maybe it's just because you like forget about the pain. I don't know the science behind it, but all I know is that it works. And the sixth one is, for me personally, the most exciting one that I have by far felt the difference in, and that is to clean up your diet and have a more nutritious diet and a more whole foods, just more better diet in general. So I don't want to really talk about veganism, but before I went vegan, I was having massive period pains. I got my period when I was 9 years old, I think. So yeah, I was very young, very young, but I would have the worst period pains, and I actually had to go on the pill when I was like 11 years old, 10, 11 years old or something, because I was getting massive period pains. I had my period for like 2 weeks one time, and I had massive clotting. So if that grosses you out, like, you need to reevaluate your life because it's a period. It shouldn't gross you out at all. But I was getting massive clotting and period pains, and like, it was horrible. Like, my mum even went as far to send me to the hospital because I was in that much pain. I was just screaming in agony. But once I started realizing, you know, all the detrimental health effects that the pill can have on you, because I personally gained a ton of weight, but I soon realized that I didn't want to be on the pill anymore. Therefore, you know, obviously got my period back, blah blah blah, whatever. And my period pain was still really bad. But I noticed ever since I had gone vegan, my periods have not been bad at all. But once I started eating more healthier, low fat, you know, food, my whole period changed pretty much. And getting off of the pill has been the best decision I've ever done. Back then, I do feel like I needed it because I was in so much pain that it was unbearable. But ever since I had gone vegan and just changed up and reevaluated my whole life, pretty much, my period has not been bad at all. You know, every now and then it'd get bad, but it was never as bad as it was. Sorry if I'm just like rambling on. But I have a photo on my phone from pcrm.org, and it has a whole list of foods to have plenty of and to avoid completely. So yeah, by the way, if you want me to do my first period story, because I still remember in my mind, in my brain, if you want me to talk about my first period and when I got it and how I got it and blah blah blah, whatever, I can film that for you. So on this website, it says that you should have plenty of whole grains, brown rice, whole grain bread, oatmeal, etc. And I have been having tons of oatmeal while being on my period, and I have wholemeal bread. I only have brown rice now and wholemeal pasta and anything wholemeal. So vegetables such as broccoli, spinach, carrot, sweet potatoes, Swiss chard, Brussels sprouts, etc. It also says to have tons of beans, peas, lentils and fruits. So now you know what to have plenty of to help reduce period cramping. And on this website it says completely avoid animal products such as fish, poultry, meats, eggs and dairy products because they can aggravate the cramping and just aggravate your body overall. Added vegetable oils such as salad dressings, margarines and all cooking oils. Me personally, I don't add oil to any of my foods. It's not necessary at all. Yeah, if you want to know what foods to incorporate more into your life and foods to get rid of completely, then I would definitely recommend doing that. Sorry if this video was just all over the place. Like, I had a lot to say and then I was like rambling on. Yeah, I was just all over the shop. Oh, by the way, I didn't curl my eyelashes today, but I still put mascara on. Like, can you like tell a difference? Honestly, I can't, and I feel like the eyelash curl is actually like damaging my eyelashes. I'm only saying TMI because a lot of people get grossed out by periods. Why? Like, just a little rant for the day. Why are you getting grossed out by something that every female has unless there's something wrong? Periods are not gross. Like, you need to chill. You need to reevaluate your life, especially if you're a guy and you have a girlfriend and you get grossed out by periods. It's like, it's just blood. Like, don't forget to like and subscribe, and pretty much that just concludes this video. If you want to see more videos like this, make sure you let me know and I will do that. No problem. So yeah, I'm gonna go now.